Hello, I'm Diana Winger, and this is the MLS information system. When I set up a search for you, it's going to activate a personalized search and send you an email with a link. And once you click on that link, you're going to end up in your website. And your website is going to look something like this. You have two tabs across the top, one that says Properties, one that says Welcome. We'll start here on the Welcome page. You're going to find contact information for me right here. If you have any inquiries, questions about any of the properties, contact me. I can be your point of contact for any of these and represent your interests. You can call me to look at the properties and write offers on them. This part of the portal is going to show what are your favorites. You can scroll through them here, any that you've marked as your favorites. We're going to talk about how you mark them. This here is a bit of detailed information, but we have a lot more available than that. This information here gives you access to more information about what I'm going through, but kind of in a written version of it, so take a look at that as well. You've got direct emails that have been sent will be listed here on your website. You've got a place here to start new searches. You can start your own search by clicking here. You can also see that there are automated searches that have been set up for you, and they'll be listed here. And if you click on the arrow, you will be able to see what the criteria set is. So for instance, this is set to status being current for single family dwelling up to a certain price point with such and such lot features in certain areas, so on and so forth. So all the searches that are set up. Now these searches are maintained at my end, and so any adjustments that you want to make to this criteria set of these searches, you would contact me. Just send me an email with the adjustments and we can make those changes for you. Now, if you want to start and maintain your own searches, you can do that here and they'll be listed. You have shortcut buttons to what are your favorite properties. You've got a shortcut here to your possibilities, and you've got access here to any that you've discarded. It's important to go through those once in a while too, just to make sure you haven't missed something. I'll try to point it out if we are working together closely. Give me a call, I can help with some of this stuff. Make sure you're not missing some of these properties. Now, if you click on the properties button here, you're going to be able to see a list of the properties in your search. Depending on the type of display you have will be determining how many search results you end up with. For instance, this search now has 177. It says the word all. It's displaying all this combined, all my searches combined, essentially, all the properties. So for instance, if I just wanted to look at a subset of them, I could look at water view properties, which would just be 57, and it's just current. There's nothing else in that list other than. Now, let's just talk a bit about what information is on these pages here, because there's a lot of it. You can essentially sort by the column headings. You can sort by MLS number, for instance. This is a link to photos. This is a link to view a map. I'll take you there and show you the map. This is street view, or road view, I guess they call it. Automatic will allow you to kind of scroll in and it'll change as you move in and out. It'll change to bird's eye, I think, at some point here. There you go. So play around with that. That's automatic. And then bird's eye view would be what we're already in. And you can switch over to Google Street View so you can see what's around. Okay, so that's the map. There's also a video link here and virtual tour. So if you click on virtual tour on a property, for instance, it'll take you out to whatever's available for that property. So if you like one of the properties, by all means, check out what's available and maybe keep the volume down because some of that was sounding a bit loud. So that's your virtual tour links. And this column heading S stands for status. So when you click on that, if all you've got is current, for instance, C, then that's all you're going to see anyhow, even when you sort by that. But if you were to select all and show everything available, for instance, you're going to see currents, a lot of currents here in this case, and then it gets into expireds, pending, which means they've made a commitment to buy, but they haven't closed. And then we've got sold and inactive or canceled. Similar to expired, not in the market any longer. And if we were to go back to just simply all display or a specific search display, it's just going to show us what's current within that search. It actually allows us to show all active matches, which I've selected, or show unviewed matches, in which case these are listings that may have been missed. So I would just recommend that you check that as well, showing unviewed matches here, that you haven't missed anything. This will also show you any emails that have been sent to you. Here you go. If I've selected particular properties to email you outside of the search, it's going to be listed here. And this will allow you to go in between the different types of searches that we maybe have set up for you. If you only have one search, then that'll be a bit less complicated. And then, for instance, you can sort by subclass. Single family dwelling, let's say you're searching more than one type of property, you would be able to find condos and townhomes here. You can sort by address. You can sort by or search by map area. You can sort by price, bedrooms, bathrooms, year built, finished square footage, unfinished square footage, lot size, lot acres, and monthly strata fee. Now you can also change them into a map, and you can see if you click on a house there, it's going to tell you a bit more about the property. And you can change displays and show a map with the details below. You can display a single line again. You can display a thumbnail. When you click on the MLS number, it'll take you to full details. You can click on full details and go through them that way. Now to select favorites, my screen isn't quite the same as yours because I'm an administrator on this site, but it's called a different, BC portal mode for me, so it doesn't work quite the same. But you should be able to select your favorites in a few different ways. Here you'll be able to click on it and it'll activate it. You can also select this to let it know that you want to recognize this particular property, and you go to the bottom and there's buttons below that say add to favorite, add to possibility, or discard, and that will allow you to select it. The other way you can mark it for favorites, let's say if we were displayed it in single line, actually I should go back, that was a good example. Thumbnail again allows you here the opportunity to select as you go through. And then if you go back even to single line, you can select it here. Okay, so that's how you know what you like. And then you can just quickly view by those or view by these or even to review a discarded list. Okay, so if you want to just check out the map, you can see what's sold and for how much, and this would be since your search had started running. If you want to email any of the listings, you can select them and either print them or email them. And if you have any questions, by all means give me a call. You can contact me. My number is here, 250-588-8839, or send me an email and I'd be happy to help. Thank you.